Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You already know what the deal is. Top 48 of Street Fighter 6. We're going to see who amongst these people on this. These are very good notes, by the way. Very good notes, Kate. So we're going to see who is going to end up playing tomorrow on this day. Lots of Street Fighter ahead for us, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy TJ Glenn. Of course, I'm joined by the wonderful Cujo Kate. Cujo, how you doing?
Very good, and looking forward to these amazing high-intensity Street Fighter 6 matches here at Texas Showdown. And some of our contestants are Capcom Cup competitors.
Oh, absolutely, man. This list is no slouches by any means. You know what I'm saying? We got Noah the Prodigy, we got Gamma, we got Melbu, we have Sledge, Stealth, Brian F. and Z Sensei. A lot of these people as I mentioned, these names are people who actually ended up playing in top 8 last year, but we're going to see a couple of new faces here as well, and one of them is named Sledge, and Sledge with the Akuma already showing up in top form, trying to make his way into top 8, and somebody who has been on the grind heavily as of recently, making a tear in this state. Stealth at the bottom with the $1 million character JP.
So this is going to be a very interesting matchup here. We've been seeing a lot of, fantastic full range, full screen zoning by JP, but at the same time, he has a fantastic ability to have a lot of very strong rush down capabilities. So we're going to have to see how JP with Stealth is going to go against Sledge's Akuma.
Right, it's always a game of push-pull. Wow, literally just both hemispheres.
That's right, and we are going straight into it. Now, this is the top 24 losers here, so nice drive rush pressure. And, of course, we're going to have JP in that player 2 side already.
Yeah, and now Dr. African told me a little bit about this matchup when it comes to Akuma. Now, Sledge definitely 1,000% would have the advantage here, and many JPs have said, like, yo, this matchup is toxic. I absolutely cannot stand it. And Stealth right here, already showing a little bit of shades of that in the corner. Don't know what to do.
That's right. And a little bit of a whiff there with the crouching fierce for the anti-air. We have the tear set up in the sky, but Akuma, he's just going right around that, closes it out with the brand new Adamant Flame. Fantastic stuff. First round is over to Sledge.
Wow, and actually held the parry there, didn't bother grabbing, and is willing to trade the Phantom with the DP. Man, Stealth finding the gap. Great medium punch, and now, once again, making Sledge navigate the maze. This is very, very huge for Stealth right now.
And, this is a difficult position for Akuma to be in. He's being pushed, blocked into the corner there. JP accesses level 2 Lavushka, and big confirm here for conversion for JP. Gets the reset and closes it out. We're tied the rounds.
Yeah, Stealth, he has professed, a lot of times about how he doesn't like the matchup, but right now he's handling it very, very excellently.
Yes. And, this is an even more dangerous situation for Akuma, too, because he has 9,000 health, and because JP can really attack him at any point of the screen here. But nice confirm here into that level 3. So huge damage over to Sledge.
Yeah, I definitely agree. We got to make sure that JP has as little resources to work with as possible. And yes, burning him out, very well done, putting him in knockdown. And that's basically the only recourse that he had next to level 2 and the level 1. He's going to go ahead and burn the level 2 right here, trying to find a way to crack open the armor that is Sledge and forcing Sledge on the full screen. And now JP can really get to work right here.
That's right. And we have, that lower life against a burnout state here. And that is going to be it. Stealth is going to close it out. Very strong back and forth game, but Stealth gets that first round, a game on the board there.
Wow, and holding parry a little too long probably has Sledge shook a little bit. And it's always, just kind of a habit with these characters, especially when you're playing against people like JP to, hey, like, I'm trying to find an appropriate place to parry. I'm trying to find an appropriate place to put the defense on. Just raw Tatsu. But he says, hey, it's all good. Light Adamant Flame. The meaty fireball missing, almost not getting that. But the pressure in the corner has been absolutely ridiculous. We're going to spend the tank to make sure that we get the round.
That's right. Fantastic corner pressure there for Sledge. And we're seeing JP right now going, straight for the throw against that parry there. And perfect parry, so that's going to be about 50% less damage, but the turn goes straight over to stealth. Okay, keeping that full range pressure going on against Akuma right now. Okay, baits out the amnesia. We are stuck on that player 2 side.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Nice confirm there into the heavy Tatsumaki.
1,000% just making him pay, and this is what you have to do against JP. You have to find a way to keep him locked down in the corner, but Stealth will absolutely not go quietly, getting hit with the overhead, and literally thought he had in the bag right here, but Stealth is going to be able to grind out this round with no health or bar left.
That's right. Fantastic. Huge combo there for Stealth. Shows the amount of execution and expertise he has with JP. Now he is sitting on match point here, and of course, because this is losers, the loser of this is going home. Okay, and we're seeing Akuma trying to safely navigate the center of the screen. Okay, nice anti-air with the crouching fierce into the drive rush cancel combo. Yet again, the tear is set up.
This man Stealth right now is absolutely putting on a clinic.
Yes. Okay, Demon Raid to the delayed dive kick there, and Akuma sitting on a critical art right now, and he might access it. Nope. Okay, Admin Flame for some corner pressure.
Oh, holding parry a little bit too long, but he's able to get the drive reversal back into the corner.
That's right.
Stealth don't need much. He has him burnt out, so chip is available, and he's going to get hit with the portal spike, and now a 2-0 lead.
That's right.
Right here for Stealth. Stealth trying to defend home as best as he possibly can, and Sledge has to find some answers quick, fast, and in a hurry. That's
right. And there we go with the amnesia yet again, but good parrying here. Okay, we're seeing the setups once again, very trap centric here. Nice confirm there from the air Hadouken.
Yeah, really, it's just not really a war of attrition, because Sledge is literally just trying to maximize these situations that he's in.
Right.
Every time he finds a way to get in close, he has to find a way to maximize his offense and get as much damage as possible before he eventually finds his way out. But it's so tricky when you want to force like a reset against him, but he's going to be able to get that wild jump in, and Sledge is going to be able to get that round.
And he closed it out. Fantastic stuff there. And okay, nice anti-air with the Shoryuken. Baits out. Man, that amnesia again. These amnesias are not getting any luck. No luck at all.
Sledge remembers. It's not going to work on him. It looks like the only person who forgot right here is JP, and this is what Sledge wants. Meaty fireball in the corner, spending the resources. I love the parry.
Great reversal.
Make him spend it.
Fantastic stuff here. Good air-to-air here for JP, and he juggles Akuma all the way over to the player one side yet again, snuffing and interrupting that drive rush advancement. And here we go, Lavushka, but oh man, baits out the reversal.
Wow.
And here we go. Okay, big chunk of life is gone here for Akuma as he is in the player 2 side. Oh my gosh, drive impact makes the confirm.
Yeah, and you absolutely have to spend level 2 right here. I definitely agree. Sledge is going to be able to take this round after the drive impact to stop the command grab. Very, very well done.
Okay, that is going to be 1 Sledge, 2 Stealth. Okay, nice rush down for that Shoryuken. Okay, a little bit of mix-up of highs and lows here to try to open JP up.
Yeah, I love the back and forth between both of these guys right here, but Sledge, like we said earlier, the only time Sledge has been really having that much difficulty is when he has found himself outside of the range of JP, which a lot of people do. But Stealth, this man has literally been doing his homework, has found the gaps to make sure that he can keep the pressure up. But a whiffed standing fierce, and yeah, that's gonna do it right here. Adamant Flame. You might be in trouble because Sledge already up 1 game, and now going into the second round has an opportunity to tie the set.
That's right, and here we go. So we're seeing now JP being a lot more aggressive on rushing in, and baited out the Shoryuken there for some big damage. Okay, all right, try to get the teleport mix-up going. And here we go. Akuma in quite a bit of trouble there. Ends up getting block, shockwave, level 1. Fantastic. Okay, match point here for Stealth.
So Stealth has an opportunity to close out in a very, very big way. I think he finally sees the formula right here, and whoa, that was the longest possible reach. That cane was at the tip of it, and he got hit. It was able to get counter hit. Unbelievable.
Okay, man, nice soft step there after the Demon Raid, and okay, a little bit of back and forth, drive rush throw. Okay, and Kuma is really trying to patiently work his way over. And here we go. Nice confirm there, the standing jab into drive rush combo. Cross up with the jumping short.
And you saw that Stealth was like buffering that crouching medium to try to make sure that he gets the correct anti-air. And yeah, he's going to be able to get hit by the level 2. Oh, but he's able to block it, but gets hit by the low. And that's going to be enough for Stealth to close it out and move on in top 48 winners.
Fantastic. Very strong back and forth game between Sledge and Stealth. And really have to say, both players did fantastically. That was truly a really good game. But in the end, it was Stealth being able to capitalize on Akuma's burnout. I think that ended up helping him complete the match.
It's kind of a tale of two temperatures, right? You know, when you're really, really hot as JP, you have the ability to completely keep your opponent out, right? And when you're an opponent like Akuma, who kind of depends on steamrolling your opponent and making sure that you can maximize the resources, it's really, really good for Akuma when he can start snowballing. But when he's cold, it's so cold out here, and it's a cold world, especially if you're Akuma, when you're full screen from JP and you have no resources on your side.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And, you know, Akuma, he has 9,000 health, but that's also countered with the fact that he can give huge damage there. So it kind of goes hand in hand, but shout outs to Stealth. Fantastic JP.
Yeah, JP.
Really
Stealth is going to be able to find his way, I think maybe two games away from trying to get that top 8 spot.
Yes.
So he is one step closer, and it's going to be something for him, especially with the way he's been on a tear as of recently, and he's been doing really, really good. And Sledge is absolutely no slouch. So to be able to beat that opponent in the way he did in a very, very controlled, relaxed environment, it didn't even look like he was scrambling that much that match.
Right.
So for him to be that way, it's looking really good.
Completely.
So he's amongst them, and unfortunately Sledge is going home. Plenty of competitors left in this top 48 as we get closer and closer to Sunday. Thank you for those of y'all who are joining us. And these are the homies right here. When it's Texas Showdown, above competition, it's definitely family until you sit in them chairs. And that boy Hamad, oh my goodness. Old school like the old school. You know, I wasn't there for the Street Fighter 4 days, but I've heard many a tale.
Yes.
I've heard many stories of many lore of the legend that is, you know, Hamad's Feng Wei. So
yes.
Fei Long, excuse me.
Fei Long, and Hamad did get into playing anime fighters for a little bit there. He was very good at both. Very good at both. And here we go into Street Fighter 6, extremely strong Honda. And you know, it's always great to see Hamad up on the stage there.
Yeah. And as we stated earlier, Hamad, he said he wanted to do it with only Honda.
Yes, right.
Only Honda is what he wanted to do it with. So he is raring to go. Going to be really, really interesting because now we have basically another tale of two hemispheres, right? We have a tale of two temperatures of a sim, maybe one of the, you know, one of the best sims out there, Sinister X.
Yes.
Going up against Hamad. So, yeah, and immediately knew.
Here we go with the interruption, with the slam already. Here we go, perfect parry.
Now you're gonna have to be very cognizant, right, of Dawson's get out of jail options, right? So basically, you have the perfect parry, right? You have the teleport, and it's gonna be up to you to really figure out how you get the mix on. And yeah, you're gonna have to parry butt slam, especially when you're playing against Honda. So
well, and that's the thing. In one of the more recent patches, slam now when you block it lands further back. So Honda can't be as much in your face applying pressure or pressure involving plus frames. So that is a strong round there over to Hamad, but we can see Sinister is definitely very knowledgeable of the Honda matchup. Oh man, a little bit of a trade there in the center of the screen.
That fireball literally that fireball went for a very, very long time. I didn't know it was that active, especially when it bounced. That is wild. That is absolutely crazy. So, once again, and this is kind of, gets the knockdown inside the corner right here.
There
Gets the sun salute. And
that's right. Sumo Spirit is going to help him bring his hands and a little bit more damage and cancel capability here. Okay, we're sitting on full level 3 for both competitors. Ooh, Sumo Stomp. Let's go. Oh, man, and that is it. Throw frames, trying to capitalize on those cooldown of that whip throw.
Now Sinister X is just in a really, really bad position. And as I say that,
Yoga
this
torch.
man stretched Armstrong his way all the way until stretch Armstrong his way into a victory. Like, that's wild. But it's going to get the immediate level 3.
Awesome stuff.
And you know what? I absolutely agree. Just because we got to make Sim take some risks when he's at a disadvantage in health, and half health is a great way to start.
That's right. And here we go. Okay, Dulcim and Honda. Fantastic confirm. Huge drive rush cancel into a big conversion of damage there. Gets the reset with the neutral jump combo, and Hamad closes it out. Great stuff there. Awesome stuff there. Whoops. For Hamad. And here we go again with that Sumo Spirit. Ochio throw for that player 2 side pressure. Okay, punish counter is going to give you an additional 4 frames and 20% damage here. Hamad closes it out with a perfect.
Yeah, this is the type of risks that you face whenever you are fighting. Whenever you're fighting Honda, the snowball can come sooner than a lot of people expect. And the fact that you're playing Sim and you just have very, very little reversals on your side, it can get rough very fast.
Man, that is some crazy stuff here. And Sinister is doing such a great keep away game. So it is just so good. Keep away and keeping the pressure up at the same time. Fantastic combo off of that yoga float.
Ah, man, throwing headbutt, but had to trade with fireball. And he perfectly predicted that he was going to headbutt and floated right above it so he can get that floating fierce. So my man is cooking with grease right now.
Yes. Okay, here we go. You know, trying to use the enhanced fireball there, a little bit of illusion with the teleports, and here we go. Oh man, Ochio. All right, to start things off. Okay, a little bit of fancy footwork there with that yoga drill and teleport back. Nice anti-air.
Yeah.
And this is where Dulcim, I think, feels most comfortable, you know, trying to keep someone frustrated, trying to get in while he's building a wall around him. Okay, great stuff there with the Yoga Comet.
God, love the jump back right here. And it's going to get the meaty medium punch. This is going to go into level 3. Hamad in the big lead right now, 2-0 against Sinister X.
Fantastic stuff there for Hamad. And that's the thing, too. Honda hits like a tank.
Oh, yeah.
So once he gets in and you're stuck in the corner, it's an extremely difficult situation. So fantastic stuff there for Hamad. But I'm not going to count out Sinister X just yet. He has an unbelievable Dulcim. So let's see what we have in store. Yeah,
Sinister has been really, really good because usually these frame traps work against a lot of characters. And the fact that Honda has this, you know, that 4-frame crouching light, it's kind of just, and Hamad knows when to press that. He's just kind of just messing him up. And the spacing.
That's right. Fantastic stuff. Catches the cooldown frames from that whip throw. And here we go, keeping Honda just out of range there. Fantastic stuff there for the punish counter. Sinister X gets that Ochio throw, but good stuff there with those teleports, but gets that meaty jump in.
Wow, not going to do it quite yet.
Oh.
And he knew that the reversal was on its way.
That's
and
right.
Good empty hop in order to seal that down. So now Hamad 1 round away from getting this victory over Sinister X. Sinister X. Woo! wow.
That was wild. Okay, nice parrying here. Being very calm and patient in the corner. Goes for that yoga torch.
Oh, no, baby. Wow, he didn't even need to punish the super, got to jump it anyway.
That's
the
right.
meaties are insane right now from this man. And literally just pressing, this man doesn't have a leg to stand on. Here we go, Sinister X finally.
And here we go. That's the second reversal there for the counter hit. And Sinister holding it down in that player 2 side. But he has quite a bit of damage to try to add up there. Good confirm into that level 1 Yoga Inferno. Okay, and here we go with that long distance Yoga Flame game again.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's a little too
that's,
much there. I think he was hoping he was going to try to put something out.
Yeah. Big man can't even shoot from half court. And I got to tell you, Hamad was probably, that was modern Hamad. That was Hamad thinking like, that was Hamad when he had that M instead of that C.
Ooh, man, that is a drive impact there. Huge confirm and closes it out. Fantastic stuff there for Sinister X. He's going to get that round.
The one time that Hamad decided to take a risk. Oh, this is going to hurt. Oh, my goodness. Gets the headbutt after almost less than half health. Is that what we're doing? You're not going to get a perfect to end it.
Oh, man, nice anti-air with that chalk. Bam, that is it. And those are perfect parries against those fireballs, too.
Oh,
fantastic. Yeah. Great stuff there from Hamad. He closes it out in style.
Yeah, Hamad literally, he perfectly spaced or found the space where Dawson wanted a fireball to where he was able to just score like a massive amount of jump ins on that one.
Yes.
And not to mention, like you said, like Honda hurts. Honda hurts a lot.
Hurts.
So the fact that he not only was able to get these jump ins appropriately, but also the fact that he was able to find the space to where he was able to really press him with medium punch, standing medium, and then get full converts off that.
That's right.
And then it just adds another layer upon the layer when you got command throws. When you got command grabs.
Completely. You know, and that puts you in a pressure situation. You have Honda, and he's up in your face pressuring and leaving plus frames. Push you into a little bit of block stun, and then he'll go for that command grab. And also, those headbutts, he hits you, it takes away your resources.
Yes.
Yeah, your drive gauge just goes and goes and goes, and then the next thing you know, you're in a burnout state. And we saw that. Dulcim was in the burnout emergency state a few times there, but Sinister X, Dulcim is a very hard character to play.
Yeah, and especially when that character, your reversals are kind of dependent on you perfect parrying and using parry as well. So that meter, or I should say your drive meter as Sim, is really your defensive resource as well.
Yes.
And while you don't want to use supers, you want to save that for offense. That green bar below it is definitely going to be the defense. And when you're playing somebody against like Honda, all these moves take away drive meter.
That's right.
The standing fierce, the headbutt, the butt slam. And these are all things that if Sim can't parry, he definitely just wants to block it.
That's right.
So the fact that he can't or has to pick and choose what to do, it's a very perplexing situation. And then also the command grab. So like I said, it's really, really rough for him. But as I said, Hamad going to be moving on into bracket. One step closer into that top 8 spot. He's looking to make a resurgence from yesterday. But this is who Houston, Texas has been waiting for right here. This is who Houston, Texas wants right here. Mr. Madgear, and they're already screaming his name in the crowd. And as I should say, last of a dying breed, the last of the Marissas.
That's right. Yeah, some of the last of the Marissas there. Mr. Madgear in Street Fighter V really capitalizing off of Abigail.
Oh yeah, big time.
So, you know, he likes big body characters, characters that have a bit of momentum and armor built in. Marissa is a perfect character archetype here for Mr. Madgear. And we're going to have Jury, you know, and she's very fast.
Yes.
She has set up heavy there with her fireball Fuhajin stocks. And we're going to see how this matchup is going to go here in this top 48 at Texas Showdown.
Yeah. So, and like we have Marissa, like the tail of this matchup really is Madgear going to be able to keep his feet blocked? we know that Jury is really, really adept, especially with Jury has low forward, right? The Street Fighter 6 special, and of course the projectile and the ability to get those stocks. Beluga is absolutely no slouch. This is going to be the big test for Mad Gear, and putting him in knockdown and using those plus frames to their advantage with the charge moves is going to be absolutely key here.
Oh man, here we go. The hard knockdown there with the stomp and
You're
Jury.
already at half health.
That's right.
Yikes.
Here we go. Fantastic stuff there with the Superman, but perfect. And Jury bakes out that reversal. Here we go. Another big, nice middle mix up there for Jury. Okay, with the Sotum for that command grab. Fantastic stuff there for Mr. Mad Gear.
Yeah, and this is going to be the name of the game, right? Mad Gear, like I said, going to be Mad Gear so desperately wants a Dragon Punch. And yeah, it's going to be using those charge moves to really try to coax a move out of them. And Superman Punch as well. Good, perfect parry. And Beluga's going to have to use that perfect parry to their advantage to make sure that they reach so far with that parry. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Oh, there we go. And using those invincibility frames again, Marissa's going to go into a bit of a burnout state here, but here we go, accessing Feng Shui Engine level 2 and keeping that pressure up. Beluga showing high execution is what it's all about with Jury. Man, gets the juggle with the dive kick into that 10 Rinshin up kick. Fantastic stuff there for Beluga.
Yeah, and you have to empty the clip, honestly, when you play against a character like Mad Gear. When you play against a character like Marissa as well, just because we see this right here, right? Level 3 is on deck. This man wants one big combo so bad. And I can tell you he wants it so bad because I want it so bad. And literally 70% is at risk.
We want to see it. That's right.
But that punish counter doing its job. Oh, off the parry. 30, like 25-ish%. Oh yeah. Gonna be able to get the throw right here.
That's a Marissa, and she's in burnout, but she doesn't care. Phalanx is blocked there. And here we go, level 2 yet again. You know, and that's really saying something too, because a lot of players like to go for the level 1 fireball special. But Beluga is really accessing the level 2. He likes the auto, the variety of the combo there. Great stuff there, the super punch, the Gladius into that level 3. Mr. Mad Gear closes it out in style. Fantastic stuff there. First game over to Marissa, the Muscle Mommy.
Mad Gear's best placing was 9th place last year.
Yes.
So he's trying. Mad Gear's best placing last year was 9th place, so extra focus is coming up. And as Beluga takes these blows, man, like literally the drive gauge is running out.
Cool. And that Gladius closes up the space right there. And, Jury being push blocked into the corner there in that burnout state. Very dangerous there. Nice anti-air with that 10 Rinshin.
Here we go, getting jabbed out. Yeah, you have to hold it. You have no choice. You're in burnout, so this is all going to hurt. Able to get their meter back.
And here we go. Marissa keeping that pressure up and using those armored frames there. Going for the drive rush and the tick throw. Fantastic stuff there from Mr. Mad Gear.
Mad Gear is playing way more methodical than I thought before.
Yes.
Honestly, like this is a far cry from what he usually plays as. And honestly, the patience is showing its beautiful head right now.
Yes.
And honestly, he's just taking his turn back over and over again with these charge moves.
That's right. And, he's using his fastest frame moves, some of the crouching jab there, so he can try to cut through the startup of what Jury's trying to do. But nothing can cut through that perfect parry. And Jury, here we go. Getting pressure again from Mr. Mad Gear. Phalanx again. Nice anti-air.
Yeah, we see that Beluga's trying to follow up the fireball with some movement, but Mad Gear extending the hitbox on those moves, and this is gonna hurt.
That's
right. Goodness.
Sotum does a huge amount of damage to that command grab there, and both ladies sitting on that full level 3. Burnout, and that is it. That's going to be a critical art for Jury. I think that's going to be it for Mr. Mad Gear.
Yeah, and if I'm Beluga, I 1000% agree. We got to find a way to get this set back under control. And honestly, the game 2, game 3, those are the swing games, right?
That's right.
So this is where you want to definitely if I have to spend that meter, I'm going to do it.
Ooh. Okay, that's it. A little bit of neutral, a little bit of dancing going between these two ladies right now. And we're seeing that Mr. Magyar is still sitting on a full level 3. Oh, and she's gonna get it. Fantastic stuff. Huge conversion of damage here for Mr. Magyar. My goodness, keeping that pressure up with the drive rush.
Yeah, and very, very smart on Beluga to go for the low instead of trying to go for the DP.
Good interruption into that level 1 Fuhajin fireball special. Keeping the pressure up with the roundhouse. Catching the landing frames here with the standing jab.
Oh, yeah, you're not gone, but opportunity for plus frames right here. I love the weight. Yeah, doesn't have any meter. So the armor's not going to do it here. Gets the jab. Magyar, you got to hang on steady. Chip damage available from Beluga.
Oh, my goodness.
You're not wearing shoes, so let me remind you why you should be. Beluga down by 2 games.
That's it. And that's it. Beluga catches the startup frames of that Phalanx Superman. Good air-to-air here for Mr. Magyar. And you know what? He knows Marissa doesn't have the best anti-airs, so using the air-to-airs is a great option. My goodness. Okay, we have a burnout state for Jury right now. Nice. Here we go. Great confirm with that roundhouse into Fuhajin level 1.
Here we go. I love the drive reversal right here. Beluga going to be able to cash out, does have enough meter, and is going to be able to seal it. And I definitely would shudder to think if he did not complete that combo.
Right, fantastic. Closed it out in style and starts it in style. Great stuff there for Beluga with the pressure. Oh my goodness, how much armor with that OD on top of it. Man, this is a tough spot for Jury to be in the burnout state, stuck in the corner there, getting all those plus frames. And in the block stun here, man, she's getting chipped away. Drive impact, unbelievable.
Yeah, Beluga did not want to risk using any of their super, right, to try and escape. He didn't want to risk it. He was like, look, if I can't escape the pressure, then I'm just going to have to deal with it. It is what it is. Beluga, is this going to cost him?
Ooh.
Here we go, mixing up the pressure and mixing up.
Oh, my.
Yes. Even though using all of his meter, doesn't want to let him get the advance with the fireball. Willing to trade right here. Blocks the overhead. The defense from Mr. Magyar looking real stellar. Going to be able to block the DI. The lows are getting to Mr. Magyar. Now you're in the corner. Here we go.
That is it. And, oh, man, great confirm here in the drive impact. Oh, my goodness. And those are our armored frames there into that level 3 for Mr. Magyar. He heals up the rest of his gray life. And Beluga is in a little bit of a difficult spot here with the burnout on player 2 side.
He's going to be able to get the stun right here off the shield. That was the most methodical I have seen Magyar play in a long time. Now, I'm going to hold my breath. I'm a Magyar homer for sure. I want Magyar to make top 8. 9th was his best placing last year, so we just got to be certain, right? We have to make sure. Everybody just hold your breath, okay? We got to make sure he gets into top 8 first. But that right there is a great way and a great start for Magyar.
Absolutely. Man. Fantastic. You know, great rounds there for Mr. Magyar. And he was using everything Marissa has to offer. A lot of Marissa's armored moves, plus frame moves. He was using the air-to-airs instead of Marissa's regular anti-airs, which aren't necessarily so good. A lot of pressure, and Marissa has 10,500 health, so her health is a little bit better. It's the same as Honda's there, but awesome stuff there for Beluga. An extremely strong Jury.
Yes. So Beluga is going to make his way to losers. So he still has an opportunity to try to make that top 8. Now, we still have a lot of like great names in the bracket still that we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen Noah. We haven't seen Melbu. We haven't seen Brian F. or Aziz Sensei, which is crazy because I only see Aziz Sensei here. And when he's here, he makes top 8 at Texas Showdown, which is absolutely wild.
Yeah.
So. But a bunch of people, especially the people in Learner's Bracket, who we haven't seen yet. We have not seen Cuz Lightyear. We haven't seen Doctor. We haven't seen Jan, Beckman, or Uriel Valario. So hopefully we may see these guys soon. But for those of you who are watching at home, we appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Texas Showdown, top 48. to see who's going to play on that championship Sunday tomorrow. Street Fighter 6 alive and well.
That's right.
The Kimberlys are in attendance.
Yes.
The Kimberlys are in attendance. There's a lot of character specialists in attendance. The Kamis are in attendance. Not a lot of Mai, surprisingly.
That's right. We did see a Mai earlier. We did see a Mai earlier in pools today, but we are going to be seeing Brian F here, and all the amazing content that he does. Fantastic stuff there for Brian F. And he has moved, to Texas, I think, in the last couple of years. So I guess now, would you say he's been adopted as an official Texan?
Well, according to me at least. I mean,
Yeah.
you're in the state line, so I guess that just
Right.
I guess we're gonna qualify you as Texas. Well, I'll call it what it is. Now, you mentioned him being a content creator earlier, but that's part of his journey, right? That's part of his journey as a player. The fact that he has really came into his own over many, many years, just being not only a really, really good player in his own right, but a journeyman when it comes to labbing characters, figuring out what they can do,
That's right.
what they're about, and all of that you can find on his channel.
Yes.
Brian_F.
And you know what? Brian is also, he's a good high execution player there. So we're going to see Terry, the DLC character, heading on over from SNK against Aziz Sensei, who has an extremely strong Kami. So here we go.
As I said earlier, man, we really don't see Aziz come out like we used to, right?
Right. Oh, man, that's great stuff there with the crouching fierce. Man, and that spiral arrow carries you all the way over to the corner. Unbelievable. Okay, unable to capitalize on those whiffed roundhouse frames there, the cooldown frames. And we're seeing a very patient play by Azizis. Man, great stuff there. Nice confirm there with that cannon strike.
Yeah, I was wondering when the dive kicks were going to rear their ugly head, so.
Okay, baits out that burning knuckle there, capitalizing on those negative frames and closes it out. Azizis gets that first round.
Aziz Sensei really showing the really showing the proficiency with Kami. And Brian F. Not really getting that much started with Terry.
Here we go, keeping that pressure up there, and that cannon strike is going to get that first confirmed. There we go. Catching the recovery frames of that burning knuckle there and going for that overhead there. A little bit of patient play. And you know what? And that's okay. Everybody playing very smart right now. And they're trying to really fish for a solid confirm. Here we go. And here we go. Momentum is on Brian's side right now.
Yeah, both of these players really aren't doing a lot of stuff right now to try to put themselves at risk.
Right.
And then also, it's a big old stalemate right now because neither of these players are doing a lot of stuff to put each other at risk. And that perfect parry, great start right here. Here we go, throw into the corner right here by Brian F.
Okay, a little bit of trades on the ground there, but Brian's going to capitalize off the counter hit. But here we go. Aziz fights his way out of the corner there. Both characters sitting on a full level 3. Okay, and we're seeing a little bit of baiting here at this point, but going to catch those cooldown frames, and Brian gets that second round.
Yep, Aziz Sensei, wow, that is a hell of a windscreen. Brian F., like I said, very slow and steady wins the race right here, but where are you reaching at, my brethren?
Yes. Okay, a little bit of check there with that standing jab. Okay, nice pressure here from Aziz's. And there you go. We're going to cancel that burning knuckle straight into that level 3. And you know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. This is the final round. You can build up the rest of your possibly another level 1 by the end of the round. Okay, burnout state here for Kami. She's being push blocked into the corner there. Nice confirm there for Brian, but here we go. Kami gets that level 3.
Level 3 on his side, and as you can see right here, meter getting gained back. Wow, that took a lot.
Nice interruption here for Azizis, and
Aziz chip is available.
Ooh,
wow, what a mad
huge
man.
read. Fantastic.
OD dive kick into just ODDP. All right.
Fantastic stuff there. Huge awareness there with that cannon spike. Closes it out. First round over to Aziza Sensei's Cammy. Oh, man. Catches those landing frames there of that spike with the rising tackle.
Here we go. Throw into the corner right here.
Okay, low forward, confirm. Fantastic. And right now, everybody's just really fishing. Here we go. And a good confirm in here for the punish counter for Cammy. Oh, a little bit of trades, too. Everybody get the counter hit, but unable to capitalize off of that.
Wow, what a punish counter by Aziz Sensei. The spacing perfect, absolutely perfect on that.
Fantastic stuff there, and we're into that second round.
Aziz was doing a really good job of spacing earlier, but big combo coming out from Brian into the corner. Caught you reaching, Aziz Sensei.
Right.
Another half health off that, gonna be able to get the wall stun, and another rising tackle. Do I see a fourth one? No, going to the corner. Do I see perfect victory? Gonna be able to get the drive reversal, get off of me. I am being oppressed. The ODDP following up after the power wave, and now Aziz Sensei may be able to find some offense, but you are in a very, very bad position. Perfectly spaced burn knuckle right here. Brian F on the hunt, gets the sweep right here. No anti-airs available. Aziz Sensei trying to hang in there, gets the punish counter inside the corner. Level 3 is available, trying to use dive kick. He's gonna get the perfect parry and is gonna be able to seal the round.
Very strong comeback there by Brian F. Fantastic stuff. And we are tied 1 round apiece. And both characters do have a full stocked level 3 ready to go. Cammy's going to catch those landing frames with that standing jab. Oh, a little bit of execution error there. That's okay, though. Everybody's further enough away. And changing the tempo, very aggressive down to a little calmer, and accesses that level 3 over the power geyser.
Yep, Aziz Sensei understands the battle conditions right now. Good sequence right here by Brian F. He's trying to get it under control. He's not quite in critical art range just yet.
And I think also, too, Brian's trying to take Cammy's life down a bit more before he tries to access that level 3 to possibly just grasp the whole round all in one. But right now, Aziz is playing so defensively. You know, he's not doing anything too incredibly risky for Brian to try to capitalize on. Oh, man, and we're going to see Terry in a burnout state right now. Oh, my, a little bit of execution error. My goodness, I think that was supposed to be a cannon strike.
Yeah.
Okay, and Brian's going to capitalize off of that with the critical art, and here we go. Life bars are roughly the same. Oh, my goodness, nice. Confirmed there with the spinning knuckle.
Here we go, the patience right now, even though Aziz is in burnout, 1 hit away is what it looks like. Oh my god! Oh my goodness!
Throw, jeez. Oh my goodness! Watch the toes there. Oh, here we go! Spin drive smasher level 1 right through that burning knuckle. Fantastic stuff there for Aziz Sensei. That is two games for Cammy. You know what? And here's the thing: this is an extremely strong back and forth. Brian F is playing very, very well, but Aziz Sensei is closing out these rounds.
Yeah. And we saw just a little bit of trickeration from Brian F in that last match. Yikes. Little ODDP.
And great stuff here, going for that tick throw on the wake up. You know, and we're seeing now Brian, you know, really trying to fish safely against Cammy. Oh man, that's it. Punish counter into the tornado there. Oh my goodness, but the spin drive does not get the confirm.
Hey, and that wasted super is very, very crucial. Does get the juggle combo with this, and now hasn't been burned out. You got to make this worth it. Got to put him in the corner right here. Gets the stun.
Oh my goodness, there.
Big combo.
And then both characters are in the burnout. And here we go, neutral jump combo. Cammy gets the drive impact, and here we go. The crouching fierce into that crouching strong. Fantastic stuff there for Aziz Sensei sitting on match point.
Aziz in big, big control right now. Brian F. not one game on the board, and looking at the barrel of, looking down the barrel of going into loser's bracket. Aziz Sensei has an opportunity to close out right here, and Brian F. has been not looking for something, but man, the war of attrition has just not gone in his favor.
Here we go. We're seeing Brian now is sitting on that level 3, and here we go with that fierce crack shoot. Oh man, that is a low cannon strike right there. Keeping pressure up. Oh my goodness, Buster Wolf gets that damage with that level 1. Okay, a little bit of neutral game, slowing down the pace of the game here, a little bit of dancing.
Yeah, that dive kick, man, and then mixing up the timings of that. Not going to be able to get enough to a couple of counter hits, though. And Aziz Sensei is closing in, but Brian is trying so hard just to seal this up.
My goodness, and Cammy trying to close out a little bit more on Brian there, but Brian closing it with some of Terry's fastest startup moves there. He ties the rounds. And Cammy trying to capitalize off that low forward for a drive rush combo there, but unable to succeed. She's trying to heal up her resources right now. Oh, good parry there against that level 3.
Oh, okay. I have to assume that that was intentional just because he probably wants to save it. Is able to get the screen flash and is able to get the reversal. Big time level 3 on the way.
That's right. Here we go. Huge damage here over to Brian. And that is about 60%.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my. Fantastic confirm here with that spinning knuckle. And slowing down the pace yet again here, trying to get out of that burnout state.
Hey, chip is definitely a thing right here. And, yeah, he's going to use OD to be able to get that dub. And now we might have a barn burner on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Great stuff there for Brian. Using everything Terry has to offer and closing out the round. You know, and here we go. Getting the cross up there with the jumping short. And getting a little bit of a whip punish there with that crouching strong. Cammy keeping that pressure up with fierce and a little bit of stagger. I think she was trying to bait and condition Brian into doing something at that point. And the spinning knuckle closes it out there. Great stuff for Aziz, and he's going to be sitting on match point again.
Aziz feeling really, really comfortable at the moment. And Brian F., does he have the stamina to you know, grind another match out? Here we go. The end-all, be-all, man. That dive kick on Cammy, but the OD rising tackle. The OD rising tackle trying to just circumvent that pressure a little bit.
Right. And here we go. Uses those plus frames, accesses the tick throw from that. Cammy, she's trying to heal up some of her resources yet again in that corner there. And here we go. Brian keeping the pressure up on Cammy. Counter hit, gets the confirm. Back throw for that corner control at this point. And Aziz, you know, trying to get a little bit of distancing on Terry right now. A little bit of neutral play. Everybody using some of their longer ranging normals at this point.
Here we go, Brian F. trying to just really stay safe, not really taking any risks right here. Is able to get the tick throw. Doesn't need a lot right here. Wow, and that was one hell of a punish. What a call out by Brian F.
Fantastic.
Jabbing the attempted the
Bulligan. Oh, we need a ref. Uh-oh. I don't know. We don't know who did it.
Yep, the headphones are off. Hey, get the ref. Who did it?
That's right. It's ref time.
Who did it?
It's and everybody is on basically a sticker leverless here, so no pad. Usually with pads, it's because your hands sort of slip or something like that, but
you got to give up a round. Hey, if I'm Brian F., it's like, hey, bro, it is what it is. Brian F. has that right, man. Like, look, you paused it. You got to give up. Either you give up a round,
right,
or you gentlemen and be like, hey, let's keep going.
That's right. Yeah, we're gonna have to see, who hit the button, and at the same time, it may not be Brian or Aziz. It could be someone in the audience with a controller.
Yeah.
A wireless controller. You never know.
Somebody who synced it up, right?
Right. But in the meantime, it's a little bit of a break there, and these two guys have been going back and forth, extremely strong rounds.
Oh yeah, and I know like somebody like Brian who like gets zoned in these matches, like to have the immersion like broken, and they're literally on start.gg right now looking up the rules, trying to figure out like, hey, like what do we do in this instance, right? And I mean, hey, those old school rules say if you pause, you got to take the round, bruh.
Right.
That's it. And Brian F. is like sitting here just waiting for confirmation, like, yo, like, you paused. So go ahead and give me the round. GG's. Thank you very much for coming.
But how do we know Aziz paused it, though?
And that's what makes it so compelling, right? That's the drama, right?
Yeah.
Like, because Aziz going to make the case like, I didn't hit pause.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? My pause buttons are way up here.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying?
It's on the opposite side of the
Yeah, it's on the opposite side of the stick. I couldn't have done this. So yeah, we're in a waiting period.
That's right.
Dame is going to try to figure it out for us.
And this is an extremely tense sort of situation too, because what happens is that the players are in such a momentum of playing, and the mindset of playing, and then all of a sudden there's a sudden stop. And then everybody is trying to figure out the mystery of who hit the button in top 48 here of Street Fighter 6 at Texas Showdown.
Yep.
That's right.
And are they just going to keep running it?
We could. I mean, they could. I mean, just return to opposite sides and go for it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if they decide to keep going.
Yeah, it's the beginning of the round. And you know what? That's good sportsmanship. I think that's fair.
You're better than me. I'm grimy. I would have took the round. I'm a grimy guy, but that's why I'm back here and they're sitting on the stage right now. Bunch of good sports, these guys, and they're going to go at it. And Brian F. going to try to survive, as it were.
That's right. Survive the pressure Aziz is putting on right now. A little bit of throw loop vortex in the corner here. That is 3. Nice, perfect parry, and Brian takes his turn.
Gets the overhead. Uh-oh, this is going to be big time. Doesn't get that. Doesn't get the power wave.
Oh, okay, blocks that cannon spike here, and oh my goodness, a little bit of execution error there for Brian.
And Aziz is going to take it.
That's right. Very well done.
Wild.
Great stuff there for Aziz Sensei.
Absolutely wild. That is so unfortunate because it's a little bittersweet for Aziz just because that pause.
Yes.
Just that break in the action could have just completely just been that moment of composure that Aziz absolutely needed.
Yes.
To do that. And for Brian F. to have that focus just broken. It's just I can relate, and it's just I'm a grimy guy. So if I'm telling you, if I'm Brian F. in that situation, but I'm not gonna speculate. I'm not gonna do a disservice to these players, right? Aziz is gonna move on. He's gonna move on in the bracket. Brian F. gonna move on into a loser's bracket. So hopefully no more mistakes, right?
Absolutely,
no
absolutely.
more of that, right?
And I think, yeah, that was the good sportsmanship, good thing to do there. But and the matches as a whole, extremely strong matches. And sometimes when you see the rounds and the games being 3-1, that doesn't necessarily mean it was a blowout. Sometimes each round can be so incredibly close that the other person just doesn't happen to get the round or close it out. I think Brian F. did a really good job holding his own and everything, but Aziz's was able better to capitalize on closing the round. So
yeah, that Aziz's Cammy is nothing to scoff at, and the fact that I don't know what he's doing in between. Like I haven't seen him for a year to the day. For 1 year, I haven't seen him, but when he comes back, he still looks
amazing.
Like he's playing the game. So really can't be mad at it. Now, while I can hear the menus going, while we're in the menus, can we disconnect all Bluetooth devices?
That's right. Yeah,
one time
Bluetooths
for the one
are
time,
gone.
please.
That's it. Oh, and here we go into our next match here, and we are going to have our next competitors.
So that is going to be Dandy.
Dandy.
Yeah, that's going to be Dandy, and that's going to be not Gamma. It's going to be somebody else. It's going to be Kepler, right?
Kepler, all right.
It's going to be Kepler. Now, Dandy, once again, going to be showing up, representing H-Town.
Very nice there.
And finally, the first Mai that we've seen in this top 48.
Yes.
Now, I want to say that these two have played. I'm not sure, but Dandy trying to make his way in the top 48. You can already hear the people screaming for him. Listen.
That's right.
The hometown hero, JP, the $1 million character.
That's it. Let's hear some noise here.
Yeah, JP Morgan Chase going up against the very scandalous Mai.
There we go.
I'm very certain I've never seen Costume 2 played, ever.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I think she's a great build from that SNK, using a lot of the Fatal Fury mechanics there. The Ryu and Jin we just saw. That fan did not care about that perfect parry at all. He said, you know what? Forget it.
And this is the degeneracy that I've been looking for, to be honest with you. And fan is definitely going to be a thing, so it's going to be on Dandy to make sure that they can get them out of range quick, fast, in a hurry because of the fan. And yeah, that's a way to do it right there.
That's right. And here we go. Then that Fierce goes so far and has such great authority there for Mai. And here we go. That fan enhanced fan, bam. JP, no chance.
I can already feel the frustration. I really can. Like you're in the corner, you're getting fan thrown at you. What exactly are you supposed to do here?
Absolutely. And here we go. Okay, the tear is going to get the confirm here. JP trying to capitalize, but a nice little interruption there. And here we go. Great crush counter.
Punish counter.
Punish counter.
Yeah,
oh my God, this isn't Street Fighter 5.
I know, there's a lot of counters happening. Whoa, dive bomb not going to be able to hit here.
That's right.
Trying to go for the fancy shimmy, nothing going to be found here as well. Dandy and Kepler going head-to-head at the moment, and Kepler finding a way into the corner, but this is where Kepler cooks. Here we go.
And that Shinobi Bachi doing some great damage, keeping JP stuck in that player one side. Okay, nice interruption again for JP, but Mai in that burnout state.
Yeah, I was actually very surprised. No fan from Kepler at all when Dandy was in the corner, and that's how Kepler was cooking.
Yes. Oh, he heard you say that.
Right.
That's it. Commentator curse right there.
Yeah, throw it. Throw the fan.
That's it. That no Mai gets really good damage and invincibility on startup there. And that's going to be 5 fiery options here for Kepler to use. But here we go into that level 2 Lagushka. Nice side switch for some corner control here for JP. And here we go with that tear. Mai, oh my, she's in burnout, and she's getting the trades, and she's losing those trades.
Oh yeah, big wall splat. Here we go.
Here we go.
Dandy
got the setup ready to roll.
The drop? There's no way you just drop that.
That's right. Nice stuff there. Shinobi Bachi's going to carry you straight over to that player 2 side, and in that burnout state again. But Mai, she just doesn't care, but she is chipped out. Yeah. Unbelievable stuff there.
Dandy.
Dandy's very lucky. That was a very close back and forth round there. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Like
Clutch JP.
That offense that Kepler displayed in that first round, where did it go? I'm wondering what happened in the corner and that beautiful pressure with the fan. All of a sudden, was that only good for one? Only good for one use? No, absolutely not. We have them in the corner. I love the the fierce. Here we go.
Goodness, great stuff there with that drive impact. And here we go with that fan pressure again. Great idea for the reversal. Awesome stuff there for Dandy. Okay, Mai feeling the pressure of those Psycho Ghosts and tries to get a jump in. Okay, a little bit of a shimmy throw at this situation here. Oh my goodness. And here we go with that fierce. And puts herself into burnout yet again there. Oh, just out of range there. Mai trying to capitalize on those cooldown frames, but a little too far away. Okay, and she's going to get that confirmed with the crouching low forward into the Shinobi Bachi. Oh, Ryuanbu. I'm sorry, that's the Ryuanbu. Very good there. Okay, first amnesia we've seen Dandy use. Okay, nice mix of highs and lows here for Mai.
Here we go, Dandy. I was going to say has them in the corner, able to get a very, very big punish off the whiff target combo.
Okay, going for the cross-up mix-up here, but very strong and patient blocking here by Dandy. And here we go for that Luvushka. A little bit of a confirm, but the parries really helped against those Psycho Ghosts. Kepler sitting on a full level 3 here. Accesses the level 2 Shinobi Bachi. Now we're going to see JP close to burnout. Very low resources. Oh no! Oh!
Able to get the wall spike.
Goodness.
Kepler able to get that from downtown. Does he have enough? Yes, he does. Level 1 is going to do it.
Closes it out in style. No, Mai gets that game win there for Kepler. We are tied 1 game apiece. And here we go. Enhanced fans start the pressure off right away.
Yeah, kind of forced to just sit in the standstill, kind of hold it.
Okay, and the command grab goes right over Mai's head. Okay, JP trying to get a cross-up of his own. Okay. Oh, nice confirm there for a counter hit, but doesn't capitalize off of the rest of that. Nice anti-air with the Ryun Jin. Okay, nice little confirm there. And we're seeing a lot of pressure here with the crouching strong. Keeping the pressure up with that fan and the tick throw for a little bit of Oki mix-up.
Yeah, and not even trying to bother the throw loop right here.
Okay, a little bit of shimmy into that standing fierce, but not enough there. You're going to get juggled all the way to the opposite side.
Did he hit with the low? No.
Oh
Trying
my,
to throw
fantastic.
right here, but not going to be needed. Dandy, what a clutch moment.
Great stuff there. Awesome round by Dandy. Okay, slowing down the pace of the game there, and Kepler trying to build his resources back up again as he accesses a full level 3.
Yeah, not one try to get the trade right here.
Right. Okay, drive rush back, roundhouse into that Kogero no Mai. Oh
Wow.
my, enhanced fans for the punish counter and closes it out. The drive rush cancel combo.
The fans literally the fans are definitely going off right now. 1-1 between these guys. Dandy being forced to hold, and wow, the full screen resource is just being parried by everybody else right now.
Yes. And here we go. We got that full screen obstacle course here by Dandy. Nice air to air though for Mai. And she's got, actually both of these characters have an air throw.
Yeah.
Which is even crazier. Yeah. Here we go. And going for that confirm with the low. Got that punish counter on her side. Nice backdash for that grab to whiff.
Here we go. Fan just doing its job right here, making them guess. I love the parries from each side, and gonna be able to get the big time DI, and once again going for the level 3. Kepler, the fans are going off for Kepler right now, and Dandy has to find a way to put this Mai into lockdown.
That's right. Great stuff there. Fantastic reactions with that counter DI, and Mai gets that second game up on the board there. So we are 1 JP to Mai.
Here we go. This man, Dandy, in deep thought. Uh-oh. He figured it out. Maybe perhaps an I understand it now moment, but big corner carry right here for Kepler, immediately going into the fans, starting their offense. This is the Mai I like to see.
That's it. You're right. Oh, there he goes, the low forward there, trying to capitalize, but stopped short. Oh, my goodness. And JP is going to win the trade on that counter hit. Gets his, Psycho Tears all set up there. Very methodical. Oh, my. And we have a burnout state almost for both characters here. Extremely low in resources.
There you
Okay,
go.
empty jump throw. Oh, my. Okay, and that no Mai goes right over the crouching fierce anti-air. Fantastic stuff there with the slice for JP.
Yeah, Dandy literally just capitalizing off these big-time mistakes. Here we go, once again, and this is really reminiscent of what we've seen for Kepler these past few rounds, literally getting him in the corner, shenanigans with the fans, not going to be able to block absolutely everything. Doesn't tech right here, gets the amnesia.
Right.
He pressed during amnesia, gets the punish counter anyway, has to block down the corner, throw escape, avoids the spikes, and now, once again, fighting into the middle of the stage, but this corner carry going coast to coast is Kepler, and once again, level 3 on deck, gets every fan in the building. Not going to be able to go into level 3 right here.
And that's it, crouching jab. Fastest frames. Let's go, closes it out there. Tied up the rounds, but for Kepler, this is match point here for Mai. Jab, 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 Shinobi Bachi. Here we go, Ryu and Boo into that level 1 no Mai.
Here we go, worst possible scenario right here. Susceptible to the throw loops, susceptible to the flame stocks that Mai has.
My goodness.
You're gonna get hit.
That's right, those enhanced flames against a burnt out JP right now. And here we go, punish counter to that level 3.
Yeah, I agree. We got to get level 3 right here.
That's
We have to circumvent the pressure. You still got flame stocks, but at least you're burnt out, and at least you're back full screen.
Yes. And
Here
that's
we
going to be JP catching Mai at startup right now. Fantastic aerial juggle here with those Psycho Ghosts and Pierces.
Here we go. Chip him out. Chip him out, Dandy.
That's
Make
right.
him pay.
Oh, my goodness.
And
And
is
catches
able
the
to-
cooldown of that no Mai.
Able to get the low forward off of the dive, and now we have a barn burner, ladies and gentlemen. Our first game 5, and they are going crazy for Dandy. Kepler, how do you respond? Able to snipe out the OD fan attempt. Here we go. This man Dandy is cooking with grease.
That's right. And Dandy, here we go, in the burnout, still keeping the pressure up with that command grab. Here we go. Mai cannot get out of that corner. She's getting, pummeled by JP right now.
Gets to throw into the corner. One decision left.
Ooh,
yes.
that's it. Uses the invincible startup frames of that Ryu and Jin and catches the startup frames of the Drive Impact.
I was going to say, JP had level 1 available, so if Dandy wanted to clear the round by just emergency, just reversaling, then he could have, but not going to be needed here. Dandy 1 round away from completing the comeback.
That's right. Here we go. Nice little tick throw after that crouching low forward. Okay, everybody going for their longest ranging moves right now. Shinobi Bachi to help juggle JP into the corner there. Oh, man, tried to neutral jump that whip throw. Okay, slowing down the state of the game, a little bit more of a neutral pace of things. Oh, my. Okay, good blocking here for Mai. Oh, my goodness, gets the confirm.
Gets the auto combo, gets the target combo into the level 2, gets the side switch, and this is kind of what Dandy wanted. He wants you to press a button, and you're lucky you didn't get the crumple off that.
That's right.
Here we go. Going to be able to get into the corner once again with the combo.
That's right, and we're seeing Kepler is sitting on a full level 3, but he is extremely low on his resources right now as the fan keeps the pressure up on JP.
Here we
go.
go.
My gosh, back
Dandy,
throw for
one
corner
decision
control.
away, gets the crouching medium, and they are going crazy for Dandy right now, able to seal the game. Unbelievable. We love to see it.
Fantastic. Very, very, very good wins there. Unbelievable matches between JP and Mai, Dandy and Kepler. And I think what it boiled down to was just patience.
Yes.
Yes. And clutch.
Yes.
Patience and clutch. That was the name. That was the name of the game there.
Yeah, Dandy absolutely just showed just steady, good decisions in the face of just insurmountable pressure. Like, we all know that Mai is a little bit degenerate, especially with the fan pressure in the corner. But JP and Dandy, they just didn't mind that, right? They just were like, look, I'm going to play my game. If it comes to a war of attrition, we're going to keep this going. Like, I will be able to outlast you before you try to make a move on me. So everything is going to be A-okay, I promise. So, wow.
Absolutely.
What a showing from Dandy.
And speaking about showing here, Noah the Prodigy, Capcom Cup competitor, winner of Blink Respawn 2024. He flew into Houston to play a Texas Showdown, and here we go.
Yeah.
Extremely strong Luke.
When there's games to be played, Noah the Prodigy is very, very familiar. And Noah the Prodigy says, look, man, if there's tournaments to be won, like, and that means there's practice to be had.
That's
so
right. Absolutely, yes. Completely.
And I needed 1,000%. Noah the Prodigy coming out all the way from NY, and this man right here, I mean, the namesake says it all. And as I've seen earlier in other matches, he's really just been displaying the Cammy, right? I haven't even seen a lot of Luke, but I think today of all days, he's been messing with Luke. So
yes,
and rightfully so. He has to find a way to get into top. He has to find a way to get into top eight somehow.
Yes.
So I say, yeah, it was fun playing in pools, but yeah, we're done playing around here.
And here we go. It's going to be the battle of the blondes. Well, I guess pink.
Yeah.
Pink and blonde here.
And I believe that's Houston's best player, El Seco.
Oh, very good there.
Yeah, El Seco and the Ed is going to be going up against Noah the Prodigy. And I believe these two have met in online before. But Noah the Prodigy, Burnout King, and he doesn't mean you.
My goodness, that cross-up baits out the anti-air, and here we go. Ed already into player one side. Not even really 5 seconds in. Nice psycho upper for that anti-air. Oh my goodness, great stuff there with the drive impact counter. Okay, baits out that level one Vulcan.
Yeah, Noah the Prodigy with a little bit too much dip on his chip, and El Seco is the hometown hero trying to show him what's up. Like, look, when you come into Houston, you better take us seriously.
Starting it off with some blitzes here. Great stuff with the Psycho Upper. Kill Rush, close up that gap a little bit there. Here we go. Huge corner carry with that Avenger mix-up. Man, here we go. And, you know, and that's one thing really I have to say. Noah is so good at mixing up his damage and then going for a throw.
Oh, yeah.
You know, or going for an uppercut there. You never know what to expect.
Yeah, the stopgap and pressure is really what forces people to really like think about what they're doing. And he's been really good at that. He knows when to turn on the gas and when not to. And right now, in full display right here, telling El Seco, look, like, I don't care if I'm in burnout,
That's
man.
Right.
Like, I'm going to make sure that I'm forcing the issue right here.
Nice interruption here, and that is fantastic thing. Avenger punch into that level 3. And that's the thing, the more aggressive that Noah is, according to how this engine in Street Fighter 6 is built, the faster his burnout heals. So here he goes, and man, he is going to get a full confirm there off of that level 3 CA from El Seco.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of damage right here.
Again.
And you got to watch the counter punching, and that's going to do it right there. Great perfect parry coming out from Noah the Prodigy. Noah the Prodigy, as usual, closing it out.
Yeah, that's perfect parry was definitely his best friend in that moment. Great game there by Noah the Prodigy. And here we go. Starting off with all kinds of pressure here again, and a little bit of a reset for that corner carry. Ed. Man, gets caught with those landing frames with the uppercut there.
Wow, and just uses drive meter anyway to get roll right back in, get right back in the mix, but gets caught by the low flicker, trying to get that drive meter gone. But this is where Noah lives, is in burnout. He does not care.
That's right, and Ed tries to kill rush past the sandblast, but Noah closes out the round. Okay, a little bit of neutral play, a little bit of dancing for both of these characters there. Nice cross up there with the jumping medium. Okay, going for that machine gun blitz. Oh man, want to capitalize off of those negative frames from that whip throw. Oh, here we go. Noah does not care. Drive rush cancel combo against Ed. Oh man, nice drive rush. A little bit of elusiveness there at the stop short, trying to bait something out. Okay,
Yep,
Ed.
like I said, trying to just find that little answer and pressure right here. Doesn't want to give up the throw right here. Very well done in the tech. Gets the corner position, but the reaction to the DI with the level 3 unbelievable reactions. Well, not unbelievable because they're young man reactions. So Noah the Prodigy going to be able to get this round and now this match. So here we go. We are at a one-game situation, and El Seco says, look, man, I actually can't do this.
Oh, right. We're switching to Ryu. Very good there. So here we go. Ryu, we know, has had a bunch of buffs most recently. His low forward has a little bit larger of a cancelable window now into drive rush. He has better pressure and plus frames and damage on his Hashigekis.
And he hits like a truck.
He hits very hard, yeah. Ryu gets fantastic damage there, but he is a little bit slower.
Yeah, but Noah the Prodigy, he's like, hey, look, for you guys to get a beat on me, we got, oh no.
No, yeah, Soloplex, a little bit of a delay there on that Tatsumaki. Okay, Ryu taking a little bit of damage in the corner there, baits out the reversal there. Neutral jump combo here for Noah the Prodigy. Going for that rising tackle, a little bit of a cross-up situation into that Vulcan punch. It's great stuff there for Noah.
Yeah, Noah says all gas, no brakes. And
yes.
El Seco, unfortunately, trying to get things going with this Ryu, and they are just not working out.
No.
Close to burnout right here, and he says, look, as long as I can have the advantage, I'm going to do it.
Here we go. Great stuff, and okay, that's it. Oh
Ooh,
man,
little choreography.
That's right. Yeah, you know, he did bait out the throw, unable to capitalize on those with throw frames, but we did that time. Hashigeki and a little bit of mix up with the jump in. Nice interruption with the Shoryuken, but Luke now has corner control. Okay, great stuff there with the Hashigeki again. And into that level 2 Shinku Hashigeki. Fantastic stuff there for El Seco. Loss would be so happy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. But I think playtime is just about over.
That's right.
Here we go. Noah the Prodigy. Very, very good bust out by El Seco.
Okay.
Wow.
Blade kick. A little bit of a trade there.
And he's going to go into level 3 just to put him in a guess for game situation right here. Noah the Prodigy. Very, very, very good position right here. And like I said, guess for game right here for El Seco.
That's right. And man, Ryu's in a really bad spot right now. Oh my gosh, baits out that level.
Oh my God. Okay,
yeah.
But he got the ODDP anyway.
Yes.
He said, look, man, I just want to seal this up.
Yeah, completely. You know, and he was trying to capitalize off of the invincible startup frames. The invincible startup frames of that rising tackle there to counter against the level 2 Shinku Hashigeki. So very smart there for Seco, but unable to get the win. Fantastic stuff there for Noah. We're going to see him do really well.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I have him set to I have him set at top 8, and I do have him winning the tournament. Time will tell. He is going to get that much closer to top 8, but time will tell. We will see, but...
And here we go into our next game here. And
Well, like I said, time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. We will see very, very soon. But we have a little bit more Street Fighter action coming up. But for now, we're going to go on a quick break. We will be right back with more Street Fighter 6.
All right, we are back. We are live at Texas Showdown in Houston, and we are at the Street Fighter 6 brackets. This is Lookout Below alongside my fellow commentator,
Cujo Kate. Hey,
yeah.
What's up there, everybody? How are you?
Yeah. I mean, we've had an exciting day so far. We've had, MK1, Tekken 8, and now we're getting some Street Fighter 6 action here.
That's right, and we are in the top 48 of the Street Fighter 6 bracket, and here we are into our next match here. Some of the matches that we have seen just a little bit earlier here was Hamad, Mr. Mad Gear. We saw Brian F. fighting against Aziza Sensei, and a very strong showing here for Noah. So here we go into our next match, and it's going to be Zangief versus JP.
I mean, this is a solid matchup right here. I mean, JP with that zoning, but if Zangief can get in and hit some spinning pile drivers, he can make something happen here.
Completely.
Yeah. I mean, Zangief, his moves are tougher to do, but when you pull them off, they do more damage.
That's right.
Yep. But he's got a... All right, we get to see this one in the Macho Arena. I love how they have the MMA cage for both Street Fighter and Tekken now. It is awesome. All right, good spinning lariat there.
And we're going to have Necalli FGC versus Stealth. Stealth JP versus Necalli FGC and his Geef. A little bit of trade on the anti-air there.
Good feeling out process here. I mean, there's the first SPD so far. JP takes some damage here.
Okay, and we're going to see Geef in that burnout state, going for the air-to-air there, and a little bit of trades on the ground. Counter hit for both competitors.
Yep. Man, one hit would do it right there, and Michaela will take round one.
That's it. And here we go. Getting those tears set up in the sky. Fantastic stuff there with the Pierce on the ground. And, you know, very predictive JP is trying to be against Geef. He doesn't want Geef to get in too close because of all that damage we just saw.
Exactly, with them throws, too. I mean, that's Zangief's say. That's, you know, the plan right there is Zangief get close, hit those pile drivers, and get stealth out of there.
That's right. Yep. And we're going to see accessing that level 2 Lavushka.
But it's been parried.
That's right. Yep. Good stuff there, and cross-up splat into that OD lariat.
Michaela has a level 3 super available. Let's see if she uses it or not. I mean, right there, I mean, you know the fight's going to be over if he hits that.
That's right. Okay, an anti-air lariat in that burnout state once again. JP trying the best he can to try to keep his zoning game going and try to chip Geef down as much as he can.
With no drive rush, I mean, this is the time to do it. Chip away as much health as you can while you can.
Yep. Okay, drive rush with the low confirm into that command grab.
Man, Stealth ended up stealing the round.
That's right. Great stuff there for Stealth. We're tied 1 round apiece.
Yep. Who wants it here? We're going to find out who's going to take game number 1. Good spinning lariat there.
That's right, and the Amnesia is going to slow things down here for Geef a little bit, trying to access that level 2 Lavushka.
It looks like most of it's been blocked so far. Oh, you got a couple hits in there. I mean, it's always nice to have that super meter. I mean, you have that silver bullet to change the momentum of the fight anytime.
That's right. Man, great juggle combo there, and keeping the pressure up.
Here we go, level 3 super.
That's it. Awesome stuff there.
I mean, this right here, that is what makes Zangief so dangerous, is because when he hits that, he takes a good portion of your health away. And
fantastic stuff there. And Geef in the burnout, and Lavushka, he's going to try to chip Geef out.
Yep. And he does. Stealth will be taking game number 1.
Awesome stuff there. Straight back into the action immediately.
Good feeling out process here.
That's it. Catches the startup frames of that Amnesia with the SPD.
Yep. So good feeling out process here from both fighters. I mean, you know, it's hard because like once you make that mistake, you're going to pay a price for it. So, you know, good overhand there from Michaela. Back into the corner right here. Spinning lariat takes round 1.
Fantastic stuff there. Michaela gets that round. Yep, a little bit of drive rush with the low there, but unable to confirm for the rest of the damage.
I mean, meter management is a big thing in this game, too. I mean, you know, you got to know when to keep that drive rush. You know, you take too much damage once it's gone, so. Right.
Okay, nice stuff with the tear.
Good parries there from Michaela.
Good anti-air with the roundhouse again, and
I love how the anti-airs are just so simple in this game.
Yes.
All you have to do is hit one button. Good combo here from Michaela.
And that's it. The headbutt's going to get the confirm into that
level 3
once again.
super right there. And just like that, Michaela will be taking game number 2.
Fantastic stuff there. Good stuff for Michaela.
Yep. 1-1 right now, folks. Here we go with game number 3.
We're seeing JP already starting up some of his projectile setups as he's trying to really control the pace against Geef right now.
It's still anyone's fight right here. So nice.
That's it. Going for that Siberian Express, and that's going to force JP into that player 1 side.
Hit them with the Ric Flair chops, too. I mean, I love those combos. Even like Zangief, when JP starts the zone and Zangief runs in for that Siberian Express, you know, he can hit that almost every time.
Yes. Okay, nice anti-air at the crouching Fierce.
Man.
And those Pierce. And you know what's happening too is Stealth sees that Michaela is holding onto that parry button for an extended period of time. So as soon as he sees that, he's trying to teleport over to grab him.
Right, yeah, to get those throws going.
Yeah.
Good zoning here from Stealth. I mean, this is what Stealth needs to.
Oh my goodness. Catches the landing frames of that teleport there at the SPD.
That was in vain right there. I mean, I understand at a certain point you got to just try different stuff if you know what you're doing is not working anymore. So
right.
I absolutely get what Stealth is trying to do here.
Sure, yeah, there's nothing wrong with trying to mix it up, especially even mixing up the tempo of the game, being very aggressive, being more zoning, a little bit more neutral play, everything. And we're seeing, obviously, Nikayla still has a very good chance of bringing it back with Geef. And the trade does not work in JP's favor.
Another level 3 super. I mean, you gotta love it when you finish the fight like that. I mean, it is always gratifying to see your character finish with that super right there.
Great stuff, awesome stuff there for Geef as he closes it out. Now you can imagine how concerned, and you can see that concern on Stealth's face. You know, he's almost closing out these rounds so many times here with JP, but just unable to get that last 10%.
Yeah, he's just coming up short each time, but Stealth is going to have to come up with something here or he's going to wind up in the loser's bracket. So
that's right.
Yep. I mean, at a certain point, it's always good to have a solid backup character in this game because you never know what matchups you'll get. Good chops here from Nikayla. I mean, this is what you got to do against JP. You know, keep the pressure on. Do not allow JP to zone.
That's right. And JP getting a little bit of neutral space there, but the jump in and the confirm here for Geef. Okay, here we go with the Amnesia. Fantastic in the Amnesia assist. Puts both characters into a burnout state.
Who's going to take it here? Still anyone's round right here.
That's right. And here we go. Trying to access a confirm on that Lavushka. The overhead certainly does.
Stealth
and here we go.
And Stealth has his drive rush back.
That's right. And that's not his place for Geef as he wants to be in the corner there. But Geef, anti-earth lariat again.
Every time. Uh-oh. Here comes the jackhammer.
That's it. Level 1 jackhammer.
Boom. Nikayla looks like he's going to be in full control of this. One more, and that will do it.
That's right. Those invincibility on startup frames helped Nikayla out quite a bit there against Stealth, and he is sitting on match point.
Will Nikayla move on, or will Stealth even the score and get one more fight? We're going to find out here pretty soon.
Okay, going up for the double tear in the sky there, but caught on the cooldown frames from that.
Oh, missed with the SPD.
That's it, those negative frames on that with SPD.
I mean,
gives the confirm to JP.
That's one of the downsides of the SPD. If you miss with it, you're vulnerable to attacks, so you got to time that just right.
Right, oh my goodness, that is a raw SPD right there, and Nikayla closes it out. Fantastic. Oh, very good there.
Good
very
sportsmanship
nice.
right there. I mean, there's a lot of respect between these players as well. I mean, a lot of them know each other. There's been a long history here, and, you know.
Great games.
And Nikayla will be moving on to the next round.
Yeah. Awesome stuff there. You know, and that was an extremely strong back and forth game, and you can really say Stealth was an extremely competent JP player, but he was unable to close out that last 10%.
Yeah, well, then Nikayla started making better reads, and, you know, at that point, Stealth started, you know, was in trouble when he couldn't really get anything going with the zoning, and at that point, it was pretty much Nikayla's fight. I mean, you know, those SPDs start to add up. You only need a few of them, and just like that, you know, that's why Nikayla has moved on to the next round.
That's right, yeah. And you could really tell Nikayla also was mixing up the pressure there. You know, he's a king player too. That's it. Oh, we have a grappler across the board, 2D and 3D. Okay.
I love it. Yep.
Very nice.
Zangief and Kings were my mains in Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8, so I love seeing the Jaguar mask.
Very good there. Aww. That's cool. Yeah. Awesome stuff here in this top 48 at Texas Showdown.
Yeah. I mean, who's going to wind up with that Texas Showdown championship? I mean, there's money and as well as a nice medal to win. So,
That's right. And here we go. That's right. And Red Bull. Hey.
Red Bull gives you wings. Need something for your mind, body, and soul? Drink a Red Bull.
That's right.
We got to get that advertisement in.
I think I have the blue one, Juneberry. We've got Juneberry up back here. Yeah. It's tasty.
Got the sugar-free one myself.
Yeah. Very good there. Well, we hope you guys are enjoying these fantastic Street Fighter 6 matches here in this top 48. And we also have the pro competition for Mortal Kombat 1.
Yep, still got that.
Tekken 8 is still going extremely strong. Third Strike, Super Turbo, Guilty Gear Strive, Blaze Blue, a lot of fantastic fighting games. And a lot of the main stage fighting games, the top 8s are going to be tomorrow. That is Sunday here on Texas Showdown Live on Twitch.
We're going to find out who wants that championship.
That's
I mean,
right.
We're going to find out who earns their way into that top 8. I mean, there's money and bragging rights. I mean, Texas Showdown, this tournament continues to grow and grow. We got players from all over the world coming to win that prize.
Absolutely. So here we go into our next match here, and we're going to be seeing Mr. Madgear, who normally plays big body characters. So he's a Marisa. Previously in Street Fighter V, he played Abigail. And then against him is going to be Aziza Sensei, who is an extremely strong Cammy player.
This will be an interesting matchup. I mean,
so Cammy versus Marisa.
I mean, in a way, like Street Fighter 6 has a more simplified style compared to the previous game, where kind of reminiscent of Street Fighter Alpha with the level 1, level 2, level 3. So, all right. See, getting the ball rolling here.
That's right.
With our next matchup.
And everybody's, just readying up right now, making sure that they have their button and their inputs exactly the way that they want it to be. And you know what? Nothing wrong with also checking just to make sure everybody that may be on with a wireless controller is disconnected.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that happen one time where a fighter was winning and somebody didn't log out, and then it went to the main menu, and I would be pretty upset if I was winning. I mean, if you're whoever was losing that fight, I'm sure he was happy to get a second chance. But nonetheless, it's you need to make sure you're logged out. We're professionals. We need to act like it. So
that's right.
All right.
So here we go, and we're going to be starting up. And speaking about starting up, spring just started up. And in the spring season, Elena DLC is supposed to be coming into Street Fighter 6 at some point.
Yep, our final character for season number 2. So
yes.
And then at some point we should be getting an announcement of who we're going to get for the 3rd season of Street Fighter.
That's right. So spring officially ends around June 20th. So sometime in between now and June 20th, we will have some sort of information, because that is the spring season. So awesome stuff there. I
mean, Street Fighter 6, one thing about Capcom, they support their games for many years. I mean, Street Fighter 5 had a good 8-year lifespan, and I can see Street Fighter 6, it's going to have a solid lifespan as well. It's going to be played for years to come, as well as Tekken 8.
Absolutely. Okay, so here we go into our match here. We're going to have Mr. Madgear versus Aziza Sensei. Let's have some and hear some noise here.
Okay. All right, Marisa versus Cammy. Going to the Old Town Market for this one. I love it when pre-fight screen. All right.
Okay, here we go. And who's going to get that first confirm there? Trying to get the confirm off that phalanx. So we're already seeing Mr. Madgear fishing with those crouching jabs.
Yep. Nice, good throwing encouraged right there. If you know, you know.
Okay, here we go. Phalanx is going to be blocked again, catching those landing frames from that cannon strike. And here we go. Going for plus frames. Plus frames against Cammy.
Aziz Sensei is in the corner. I mean, this is not good right here. You do not want to be in the corner. You're just taking a beating. And
that's right.
You slowly watch your health bar chip away.
And both ladies in burnout. That Gladius did not care about that at all. Mr. Madgear gets that first round.
Yep. I mean, it's one of these games, too, like when you get up around 2, I mean, your opponent will start playing more aggressively once they're on the losing end of it. So.
Yes. Great neutral jump combo into that spiral arrow.
Boom! Nice.
That Sotom does a lot of damage there.
Good stuff there from Mr. Madgear.
Okay, good reversal. Fantastic timing on that. Try to get the neutral going again.
And Madgear is out of drive rush. We'll see if Aziz Sensei can capitalize.
Okay, we're seeing Mr. Madgear does have access to the level 3. Cammy now does not have access to the drive rush of her own. Oh my goodness, you jump in for the soft step there.
Both of them have a level 3 super available now. One has a critical art available. Uh-oh!
Oh man.
Time.
That's right, that level 3 is going to catch you on startup, and here we go.
You got to use that silver bullet to stay in the fight.
And that's going to heal up Cammy's resources a little bit during that animation. So here we go. We are tied 1 round apiece.
All right, who's going to take this one?
Okay, a little bit of neutral dancing for both characters right now.
Good
neutral pace of the game.
You have good feeling out process here. I mean, man, he's getting caught every time with that.
That's right. And here we go. Plus frames again against Cammy, putting her into a little bit of a block stun situation in the corner there. Okay.
Good stuff.
Yeah, Mr. Madgear, you know, knowing that he does have the armor, he can keep some of the pressure safely going, but that's because he knows how to pressure and when to pressure.
Yeah, exactly. You got to pick and choose your shots here in this game. I mean, as you said before, you know, one mistake can change the momentum. And
right.
It's the difference between winning and losing in these rounds.
Man, great mix up there with that hooligan into the drive rush cancel combo. And Aziz's
will be taking round one.
Yeah.
Man.
Great stuff there.
Yep. I mean, it looked like, you know, at one point, you know, Mr. Madgear was in control, but Aziz was able to start changing things up and, you know, taking that game right there.
That's right. And a big change of that was that hooligan. The hooligan mix up there.
Yep. Good feeling out process here in the neutral.
Okay, nice stuff on the confirm there with that cannon strike.
Love that takedown and ground and pound there from Marissa. Yeah.
Nice anti-air there with the standing fierce.
Man. Good drive rush special there. And who's gonna be first? Man. Mr. Madgear's got Aziz in the corner.
Okay, target combo with the side switch.
Yep.
There we go, again, the spinning knuckle.
Yep. Backs himself into the corner, and Mr. Madgear will be taking round number one.
Great stuff there. Yep. Closes it out with style.
Good feeling out process here. I mean, it's just like what, you know, playing chess right there. I mean, who?
Yeah, trying to capitalize off of that confirm there and gets it with the crouching jab.
You're starting to see more aggression from Mr. Madgear. I mean, you know, he does not want to go down 2 rounds.
And that back throw is going to give him the
KO.
perfect.
And Mr. Madgear has taken game number 2. It's still a toss-up here. We're going to find out who's going to be advancing to the next round.
That's right. Great stuff there, keeping the pressure up with that standing jab.
Yep.
You know, and we're seeing Zizis, he's trying to use the fastest frame buttons to try to fish through the startup of what Mr. Madgear is trying to do.
Good stuff here. I love that takedown there from Cammy. I mean,
that's right, and very patient blocking there by Mr. Madgear. But here we go, good air to air here, and you know, trying to.
Aziz is comfortable right here with most of his health. Mr. Madgear is about 1 hit away from losing this round.
That's right. Okay, here we go, and fully healed up and ready to go.
Boom,
and that's right, standing short closes it out for Aziz's.
With the low kick, and Aziz will be winning this round.
Okay, nice interruption, and catches the startup frames with that cannon spike.
And Aziz is out of drive rush here as Mr. Madgear has got all of his drive rush available. I mean, it would be smart for Mr. Madgear to start chipping away, you know, while the drive rush is depleted. And it looks like he is doing just that.
Here we go. Spin drive smasher is going to catch the startup.
Smart move on Aziz's part to get out of the corner. You know, he timed that drive rush attack just right.
That's right, and we're seeing Mr. Madgear now in that burnout state, but he is keeping that pressure up on Cammy.
Yep.
Okay, Gladius is blocked.
Yep.
Catches the cooldown frames of that parry.
Another good takedown there, and
that's right.
Mr. Madgear takes round 2. Who's going to take game 3 right here?
Nice cross up there with the jumping short.
Man, it is just so competitive at this level. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
And both ladies here are sitting on a full level 3. Nice interruption. With the reversal.
Mr. Madgear's in the corner. Uh-oh, here comes the level 3 from Mr. Madgear.
That's it. And Aziz is extremely low on resources right now in the burnt out state. And there you go with the anti-air, locking Cammy down in the corner.
Mr. Madgear's still got to be careful here because, I mean, there is a critical art available for Aziz. So
that's right.
But I mean, this is the kind of the time that, you know, end the fight right here.
Oh my goodness, Sutom with that extra armor.
Boom! Nice front kick there. Mr. Madgear will be taking game number 3.
Fantastic stuff there, Mr. Madgear. That is going to be 2-1.
We're going to find out what happens here. Will Mr. Madgear, you know, make it 3 and move on, or will Aziz make that comeback?
fantastic jump-in combo here for Aziz's. You know, which he's been doing very well. These rounds have been going back and forth. They're very close.
I mean, it's a competitive game, especially at this level. I mean, you're not going to see too many people go 3-0 at the top 48.
Right. Man, great stuff there. Keeping that Gladius pressure going. Man, catches the phalanx with the cannon spike.
Looks like Aziz is on track to win this round here, but boom. And
very nice.
Aziz will be taking round number 1. I mean, you know, you can be a little relaxed if you're ahead, but you don't want to get too relaxed to the point to where you're having to fight that game 5, because then you are back on an even playing field at that point.
Yes. Here we go with the low forward. But the crouching fierce does get the confirm there. Oh, that's it. And that is the meteor of Marisa.
Another one here. One more will do it.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Madgear is sitting on match point.
Right here. The momentum has shifted to Madgear's favor, but don't count Aziz out just yet.
No. Okay, here we go. Tick throw and the hard knockdown here for Aziz, but the crouching jab slows the momentum of Cammy.
Good takedown there.
There we go. And trying to force Marisa into the corner right now. Nice, confirm there with that spinning knuckle again.
Looks like Aziz may be taking game number 4.
Unbelievable. Great stuff.
We are at another game 5, ladies and gentlemen. It's always cool to see a game number 5. I mean, there's just such competitive levels here. I mean,
that's right. Nice mix up there for the confirm for Aziz. And he's really changing, you know, the pressure, making a very strong Oki situation, highs and lows, jump ins.
Well, smart to be aggressive. I mean, the momentum shifted in his favor once he had won. So,
yes.
I mean.
And we're seeing Mr. Madgear now really turning up the heat. All the momentum now sitting on his side in burnout, but he's got Cammy in the corner there, and
both have level 2s available.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now Cammy, out of that burnout state, accesses the confirm with the dive kick, but drive rush cancel combo. Burns herself out again into
level
that killer.
2 super.
That's right, killer bee spin. Great stuff there. So that is going to be match point there for Aziz's.
Yep. Here we go. Let's see if Mr. Madgear can get back in this one. I mean, there's a psychological aspect in these games when you kind of lose that can weigh in on you mentally for sure.
Okay, a very low cannon strike again, and man, Mr. Madgear doing his best to try to keep right on Cammy.
Yep.
Oh
man,
my,
nice
perfect
parry there.
Fantastic, going for that forward throw.
Yep. Mr. Madgear has a level 3 super available as well, so keeping Aziz in the corner. Smart fighting here.
That's right. Okay, perfect parry here. It's my turn for Cammy at 50% less damage, but it is her turn back.
Yep.
Oh my. Okay, a little bit of a scramble there. Nice air-to-air here from Mr. Madgear, and accesses that Gladius with the crouching jab combo for Aziz's. It basically gets the same amount of damage.
Very little life left.
That's right. Good check there on the hooligan.
Good defense here.
Cammy puts herself into burnout, and
nice!
Oh my goodness.
Level 3 super to close it out.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That was a Hail Mary. That was a Hail Mary there by Aziz. It's extremely, extremely close. But that is it. Aziz is barely a very, very close win there against Mr. Madgear.
Yeah, he pulled off the upset here. I mean, at first it seemed like Mr. Madgear was on track to win, but Aziz started changing up his game plan. I mean, that's what you got to do in these games too. I mean, you may have to lose one to kind of get things going, but it's just the way it is. All right, who do we got up next? Let's see.
No, they are still getting them ready. Looks like Hamad in the background there.
Yep.
But, as Mr. Madgear and Azizis are heading off the stage, really to say there, Mr. Madgear, some of the forefront of Marissa's. And great job at changing up the tempo, being very aggressive, very neutral play, accessing her armored frames. a lot.
I mean, you see that feeling out process there. You know when to attack, when to defend, when to, be aggressive. I mean, as you start mixing it up, that's your keys to victory there.
Right.
Yep.
So it was really good there for Aziz's trying to switch things up, especially more towards the end of some of the more intense rounds, throwing in the hooligan. The hooligan mix-up there. And got the win. So fantastic stuff. But here we go into our next match, and we're going to see on the screen right now, this is Hamad, and we saw a very strong Honda from Hamad a little bit earlier there.
We'll see who we get, Well, I mean, you don't see too many Hondas at this level. I mean, but the Hondas that you do see are really good, so.
That's right. And we're going to see everybody readying up right now. I'm saying Hamad is going to be on the pad. It's going to be, the new battle, the battle of devices here. Pad versus arcade stick.
This will be interesting. Yeah, I mean, I could never really get used to those hit sticks. I mean, I was always just used to the old school arcade stick myself, but some people, some players, they like those hit boxes. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, while we get set up here, I mean,
yes.
A lot of great Street Fighter 6 action here.
Here we go into the character select screen, and everybody is starting to ready up right now.
Yeah.
Going to go for our button checks. And shout outs to our sponsors here. We've got Gaming Generation. Of course, this is Mortal Kombat 1 Pro Competition. Red Bull.
Get your wings. And of course the Post Oak Ice House as well. I mean, they threw us a really awesome pregame party Thursday night. We had plenty of people there. We had a lot of casuals. It was a great experience, and love to do it again.
That's right. So here we go. We're going to have Honda versus JP. So a character that wants to get up close and personal, and the character that wants to use a little bit more of the methodical, trap-heavy, zoning type play. Two different archetypes here, and here we go.
All right, our next matchup is on. Come on. Good feeling out process here from both fighters.
And we're seeing here Dandy really holding his own, but he's going to get that Ochio throw.
Drive rush throw here.
That's right, and damage is piling up. Nice, okay, catches the startup frames of that drive impact.
I mean, it's Hamad's, in his best interest to just keep this fight close and, keep JP from getting any zoning going.
And Dandy is all healed up and ready to go. Accesses that drive impact, throwing Hamad into that player 2 side.
I mean, his drive rush is almost back, but Dandy's drive rush is now gone.
That's right. Okay. Okay, that's it. The sumo splash a little too far, capitalizing off those negative frames. And Lavushka. Okay, getting a little bit of control
nice!
there.
Okay. He ended up stealing that round. Looked like Dandy was about to take that one. Hamad ended up stealing the round there.
Yes. Here we go, and going for those tear setups again. Perfect parry on that headbutt. Here we go, the punish counter. Full 4 hits, and
full
all
screen
the ghosts are ready to go.
They had him at full screen there.
Yes.
I mean, this is what Hamad's got to keep doing right here. He keeps, keeping those throws going as well, and those specials. It keeps Dandy from getting any offense going, and that's how you could beat JP right there.
That's right. Here we go, keeping that pressure up with that standing strong, and
one more will do it.
Counter hit, and very close to drive burnout there, but the drive impact.
And Hamad will be taking game number 1.
Good stuff there. And first round, that's right, first game over to Honda. Fantastic. Okay.
You see Dandy here, I mean, this is what he needs to do right here. Keep him at full screen, but, Hamad's, staying in his space. He's unable to get that full screen going.
That's right. And here we go to the player 1 side. The first time we've been over on this side so far. Okay.
All right, good.
Good confirm into hands.
The 100-hand slap.
Yes.
I love how we've seen a lot of the same moves for 3 decades. I love it.
That's true. That's it. Fantastic confirm there with the counter hits and closes it out. Dandy, very strong round over to JP.
Dandy will be taking round number 1.
That's right. And we're seeing Dandy really trying to capitalize on the longer ranging normals that JP has. Okay, here we go. That's right. Sumo Spirit allows easier cancelability and more damage to hands.
And he's got Dandy in the corner right here.
That's right. Here we go. Dandy getting a lot of pressure here. Nice anti-air with the chop.
Yep. It looks like Dandy's starting to fight his way out of the corner. Both have level 2 supers available.
That's right. There you go. Hand combo there, trying to get the reset. Good stuff for the reversal.
I mean, sometimes you're better off just saving that meter for the next round. I mean, it looks like, Dandy's, about 1 or 2 hits away from getting out of this one, but, you just got, meter management as well as, when to, pull the trigger on that super, big part of this game right here.
It's true there. Okay, try to capitalize off that punish counter, but ends up getting out of that round. So here we go. We are tied 1 round apiece.
Will Hamad make it 2-0, or will Dandy end up evening the odds?
Oh, here we go. Ochio and the hard knockdown there.
I mean, Dandy has not had an answer for that so far in this fight. And I mean, this is what Hamad has to keep doing right here.
Right. Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to capitalize off those whiff frames there, the cooldown frames that Hamad just had.
Nice head. Keeping the zone. Man.
That's it. Nice confirm there again for Hamad into that level 3.
And this will kill right here, and Hamad will be up 2-0.
Oh,
maybe not.
There. Whoa,
okay, he's still in the fight.
5 seconds left. And that Ochio does.
Right, now he does it. Okay, now Hamad is up 2 games. Oh, it looks like we're going to get a character switch. I mean, right here, he's pretty much got his ticket with JP. It'd be in his best interest if he's got a solid backup character. You see he's thinking right there,
Right.
I mean,
come on.
yeah.
He's like, what you thinking? What you thinking there?
Yeah. I mean, psychologically, it can kind of get to you, too, as well. Whenever you're down 2 games, it can start to wear on you a little bit. So
sure. And the thing is that they are close games. I think what Dandy's trying to think of is a character that can handle the headbutt pressure a little bit better, and some of the sumo, there you go, sumo splash pressure a little bit better, and there you go, the amnesia certainly can.
Yeah, and he's got him in full screen. I mean, this is what he needs to do to stay in this fight. But I mean, he's just like that headbutt from Honda. I mean, it's just hard to defend that when you're JP.
And, the other issue is that when Hamad starts to mix in the Ochio throws, that is when things start to get very difficult there. But here we go. Very aggressive start here by Dandy. Oh,
Hamad just throws him right into the corner, and Dandy has no drive rush left.
That's right. Okay, it's good stuff with the punish counter. Tries to capitalize, but gets the Psycho Ghost command grab of his own.
Oh, swing and a miss there.
And that is it. We're going to capitalize off the negative frames of that drive impact.
Looks like
Babushka is blocked, except for that low.
Yep.
Good stuff there for Dandy. The adjustments that he made really worked.
Yep. Dandy's going to do what he can to stay in this fight right here.
Nice meaty jump in here for Hamad. Man, straight into that sumo spirit.
Yep. He's got Dandy against the corner once again. Man.
There we go, Hamad keeping the pressure up. In that Oki situation, he's going for highs, lows, and headbutts.
Working that 100-hand slap there.
Yes, everybody's in burnout now, and Hamad's sitting on a level 3 at this point.
I mean, right here, this is what Hamad's being really aggressive, trying to chip JP out, and he does. Will we see our first 3-0?
Unbelievable stuff there, and nice anti-air with that chop.
Yep. Good feeling out process here.
Yes.
I mean, Hamad,
Hamad's
confidence right here, about being up 2 games and on match point. I mean, he can kind of take his time here. Dandy's going to have to start playing more aggressive to stay in this fight.
Oh, that's it. Empty jump Ochio. Command grab. Oh, my goodness. JP on his magic pixel here.
One more will do it.
Oh, nice stuff with the drive impact, but Hamad puts himself into the burnout state. I mean, that's it.
There it goes. He has chipped him out as Hamad will be advancing to the next round.
Unbelievable stuff there. He was watching the resources that JP had, burnt him out, capitalized on the burnout with the chip damage. Great stuff there. Very, very good.
I mean, when you're in the corner just taking that beating, you're down 2-0. I mean, you got to do something to stay in the fight. But, with no drive rush and no answer, I mean, that's why we see Hamad move on to the next round.
Absolutely. And Dandy doing such a really good job there, especially with all of his setups with his tears, his pierces, the Psycho Ghosts. and amnesia baits. But Hamad was able to get around them a lot of times with the Ochio grabs and the headbutts.
I mean, yeah, when you're more aggressive, I mean, that throws off that zoning right there, and I mean, that's how you fight against JP. I mean, I remembered when Street Fighter 6 first came out, we've seen a lot of JP players, but, you know, whenever we're kind of learning, you know, when you get more aggressive, that's how you defeat JP.
Yes.
And I mean, this is why I was mentioning, you know, when you saw him thinking there for a minute, this is why you always need a solid backup character if you can get one, because, I mean, you never know what matchups you're going to end up in, and you never know where you're going to need that backup character.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, generally speaking, the rounds were still very, very close.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, especially Dandy in that final round was a lot more momentum heavy and aggressive, but Hamad was able to be clutch and close it out, especially watching Dandy's resources there.
We got to remember, too, when you start getting down games, you're going to start being more aggressive to try to stay in the fight. I mean, at a certain point, you got to go for broke. I mean, it's now or never. And because, I mean, usually when you end up in the loser's bracket, you can still make that comeback, but it gets incredibly tough to, you know, come back from that. So
that's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, awesome stuff there to both players. Hamad continues forward into that bracket. And here we go. We're going to be. Oh, we're good. What's next? Do we know? Okay.
Right. We'll be signing off. I mean, join us tomorrow for Top 8. We got more matchups coming. We're going to find out who wants that Texas Showdown championship.
And join us up next for that Marvel vs. Capcom 2 here on Texas Showdown Live. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
This is Lookout Below 60 and
Cucho Kate.
All right, we'll catch you tomorrow.
Andy Boca.